studios are 12 here on Radio Guy Online, coming to you live from our studios here in Kokom Limle. My name is Evans Nana Eje. Coming up, the Ghana Police Service has dismissed 28 personnel for showing unprofessionalism, and Labour consultant Austin Game has lauded the National Democratic Congress for coming out with a people-driven manifesto as promised. And President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo on Tuesday, September 8, 2020, cut the sword for the upgrading of the Atebu Bukwame Danso Kwadwo Krom Road in the Bono East region. And the running mate of the National Democratic Congress flag bearer, Professor Jane Nana Opoku Agyeman, has called on government to rescind its decision to pass the Public University Bill. And now to our first story. The Ghana Police Service has dismissed 28 personnel for showing unprofessionalism. This was as a result of complaints lodged by the public, of which they found culpable. The total of 181 cases of unprofessional conduct that was recorded was from January to August 2020. The Director of the Public Affairs of the Ghana Police Service, Superintendent Sheila Kese Abeye Bachman, said some of the misconduct as insubordination, drunk whilst on duty, and engaging in part-time businesses outside the service without permission. Others were negligent, which resulted in a prisoner escaping from lawful custody, failure to make entry in official documents, misuse of firearm, and absent from duty without permission. Mrs. Abeye Bachman said the affected officers were from the ranks of constable to assistant commissioner of police. According to Mrs. Abeye Bachman, 151 of these reported were found to be partially true, apart from the 28 personnel who were dismissed. Mrs. Abeye Bachman said in 2019, out of the 291 complaints made against police officers, 191 were proven guilty. She said the disciplinary actions were taken to maintain high standards of professionalism in the service. She urged the public not to hesitate to bring to light the misconduct of any police personnel by reporting to the appropriate quarters, adding that they must not only condemn the police when they miss the mark, but also praise those that conducted their duties in a professional manner. Now to our next story. Labour consultant Austin Game has lauded the National Democratic Congress (NDC) for coming out with a people-driven manifesto as promised. According to him, the 2020 manifesto is the best since Ghana gained independence in 1957. He explained that all the promises made were friendly, inclusive, and easy to implement. His comments came after the NDC promised to extend maternity leave from 3 months to 4 months should they be voted back into power in the December 7 polls. According to Professor Jane Nana Opoku Agyeman, mothers need to be given more time after childbirth to put to our next story. A senior lecturer at the Department of Economics at the University of Ghana, Dr. Ebu Texin, says the promise by the opposition National Democratic Congress to construct a domestic airport in the Upper East region is needless. According to him, the region has pertinent needs which do not include an airport. His comment came after the promise made by the former President John Dramani Mahama while unveiling the manifesto of the NDC to construct a domestic airport in the Upper East region. The former president also stated that the Kumasi airport will be upgraded to receive bigger aircraft, adding that various markets across the country will see a facelift using the Kejetia model. Reacting to the promise, the economist said the NDC must prioritize job creation, which is of value to the residents of the region. He also challenged the NDC to prove to Ghanaians how they will revive and handle the economy if they are given the opportunity. Now to some other story. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo on Tuesday, September 8, cut the sword for the upgrading of the Atebubu Kwame Danso Kwadwo Krom Road in the Bono East region. The sword cutting ceremony took place in Atebubu on day 1 of the president's 2-day tour of the Bono East region. Speaking to the chiefs and people of Atebubu, Nana Akufo-Addo explained that the purpose of his visit was to ascertain issues at hand for himself and monitor ongoing project. President Akufo-Addo revealed that the completion of the road of the Atebubu Kwame Danso Road, which is in the deplorable state, is top on the agenda of his government. He revealed that is the reason why the stretch has been tagged as one of the critical roads that have been marked for completion. He told the people that the sword cutting ceremony and progress of work so far by the contractor are not cosmetic but indicative that the project is top on the agenda of the government, and he will ensure that it becomes a reality. The upgrading of the 100 kilometers Atebubu Kwame Danso Kwadwo Krom will be constructed by Jesmo Construction Limited, and it is expected to be completed within 30 months. And now to some sports news. Former Ghana international Lai Kenson has urged young footballers in the country to take advantage of newly constructed football pitches across the country to develop their talent. The former Black Stars player, who was present at the launch of the UPSA AstroTurf on Friday, bemoaned the difficulties he and other players had to go through assessing quality football pitches to nurture their football skills as young players. Lai Kenson also hailed the government's effort in constructing sports infrastructure across the country. And now to international news. Amnesty International has urged the Mozambican government to launch an independent investigation into allegations of torture linked to operations of its security forces in the gas-rich northern province of Cabo Delgado. The non-governmental organization said it had verified gruesome footage and photos from the region showing crimes against detainees. Amnesty says the perpetrators of the atrocities in the videos are seen wearing the uniforms of the Mozambique Armed Defense Forces and the Mozambique Rapid Intervention Police. The perpetrators refer to their captives as Al-Shabaab, it said, in reference to a common local name for the Islamist armed group operating in Cabo Delgado. In recent weeks, there has been an increase in violence in northern Mozambique, where militants have been attacking security forces and civilians. And before we go, a recap of our top story. The Ghana Police Service has dismissed 28 personnel for showing unprofessionalism, and Labour consultant Austin Gami has lauded the National Democratic Congress for coming out with a people-driven manifesto as promised. Also, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo on Tuesday, September 8, 2020, cut the sword for the upgrading of the Atebubu Kwame Danso Kwadwo Krom Road in the Bono East region, and the running mate of the National Democratic Congress flag bearer, Professor Jane Opoku Ajman, has called on government to rescind its decision to pass the public university bill. And that's how we end the news. My name is Evans Nana Eje.